I'm Sydney Clinton. I'm the Democratic nominee for the South Carolina House of Representatives in District 98. I'm also a junior sociology major at the University of South Carolina. So I'm running against Chris Murphy. He is an attorney and he's been in office since 2010. So I first kind of got involved in politics in 2018 after the shooting in Parkland, Florida, as kind of the mass movement of gun violence prevention with March for Our Lives. Well, I think no matter what, regardless of the outcome of November, my goal is to just really, hold my opponent accountable for his lack of leadership over the last 12 years, and B, to inspire and encourage other young people to take this step and take this leap into electoral politics. I think we're at a point, especially here in South Carolina, where we recognize that the status quo is not working for us. And in order to break that status quo of mediocrity, we have to elect new people to office, and we have to bring in new ideas and a fresh perspective. I do plan on staying as a student. It's been done before. I think I can do it again. In general, it's not something that's totally unmanageable. I did it in the spring as a legislative aide, so I'm fairly confident I'll be able to do it come January when session starts. In terms of kind of my goals and what I want to do, I want to, properly allocate and invest in the infrastructure. I think that we need to, again, invest and start to really take a look at what we need to do and what we can do in terms of our public education system. And then I think, obviously, fighting against these abortion bans and really trying to codify the rights that Roe previously granted us, and making sure that we're not just stopping at abortion rights, but we're looking at what we can do to expand Medicaid, how we can expand access to contraceptives, and access to reproductive health care. I will 100% keep up my involvement, and I think that it's important that if we're really going to create sustainable change, we are able to foster the leadership and foster the people to run for these positions. My whole philosophy is, to hold these people accountable and to build this momentum, and I think that it's important that we don't have these candidates that run once and make progress and then just disappear. I think it's important that we build this momentum. I'll probably end up running again in 2024. So I'd say to my generation, to the younger generations, to anybody out there who has not voted, doesn't really vote, that it's not only just a right that we get to participate in free elections, but that we owe it to ourselves, we owe it to our communities, we owe it to the sustainability of our country and our society. We're at a point in this state and we're at a point in this country that the issues that we're facing, we can't put them off until tomorrow or 4 years down the line or 12 years down the line. We have to address them now. We've got resources like scvotes.gov, which spells it all out for you. We've got Ballotopedia, which gives people an opportunity to read about the candidates running in their area. And then you just have to show up and, push a couple buttons and walk out. In the end, it is so incredible to be able to look back and, realize that you have made an impact. So this year's midterm general election is November 8th. If you don't know where to go to scvotes.gov to find your voting location and all of the information that you need about who's on your ballot and who's running in your area.